Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
Thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. Happy Friday to you and yours. I'm Justin Gould. Happening now, we take a look back at last night's Jamestown mayoral debate with a series of highlights. Plus, a woman is behind bars following a stabbing yesterday. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here with a look at our Friday forecast. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and it is Friday. Let's get a Yahoo for Friday. It's the end of another work week, and it's going to be a chilly Friday. Here's a live look coming from the Mill Creek Mall, an area of the clouds overhead, and we have the sucked-in cloud cover early today, but we do think as we go through the afternoon, we'll see a few peaks of sunshine through the afternoon. Radar is quiet today after it had a nice little workout over the past couple of days, so radar is quiet. You've seen just a few little ground returns showing up there, but we have more frost coming our way. National Weather Service has issued a frost advisory, mainly for Chautauqua County. This goes into effect midnight tonight and goes until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. They're not issuing frost advisories anymore for Cat County since the growing season already ended there. This frost that comes our way tonight will likely end the growing season across Chautauqua County. So you know the deal, sensitive vegetation, bring it inside, cover it up. 43 over 39 was the high and low yesterday. The record for today is 74, and we're going to be nowhere near that. Look at these temperatures through the afternoon, still held down into the mid to upper 40s through the day. Some spots may actually stay into the lower 40s once you get farther inland into the valley locations, but we'll see some partial sunshine. Big changes for the weekend. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Back to you.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you. Our top story. The three men seeking to be Jamestown's next mayor grappled with emergency service staffing and neighborhood development within the city at a political debate last night at the Regina Center for the Arts. Now, the 90-minute conversation featured City Councilman and mayoral Libertarian candidate Andrew Liuzzo, Jamestown lawyer and Democrat candidate Eddie Sundquist, and county legislator and Republican candidate Dave Wilfong. WNY News Now asked the trio what solutions they can offer to address staffing problems within the Jamestown Fire Department.
Buffalo just got a multi-million-dollar grant from the federal government to add more firefighters. There's no reason as a city we couldn't be looking into those things. What a lot of people haven't realized is that our professional firefighting operation in the city has actually slipped in its rankings for insurance services. So that means that if it slips any more, everyone's actual insurance rates, their premiums, is going to go up.
And I think that we all as a community need to pull together and show some respect for both of those lines of work. I think as we spoke to the unions themselves, I think they're very frustrated with the current situation that's gone on at City Hall.
I hope you understand that there's only so much I can say about this because I'm a sitting council member, and I can't say anything publicly that could be misconstrued that I'm trying to negotiate. If I am allowed to sit at the negotiation table, I'll be there. If I'm not allowed to sit at the negotiation table, I will be in the room. I will listen firsthand to the concerns and the problems that our fire department, police department face.
Now, we also asked the candidates how they would try and bridge the success of the growth here in downtown Jamestown to other areas in the city.
I am a huge proponent of going out there and having a development director that is actively recruiting tech companies and manufacturing technology companies to the city. We are primed for that development, and we could do that. Many people don't realize that we have a dark fiber ring around the downtown of our city that can provide high-speed fiber internet to almost every business in the downtown core. The BPU put that together. Now imagine if we extended that and we had the BPU start to build out and actually run a municipal broadband network at a lower cost than Spectrum or than Windstream. We could be able to attract these tech companies here without a flinch of the eye.
When I take a look at the saturation that I see that's going on down there with the food industry and the beverage industry, that type of job is not the type of job that people buy new cars. They don't buy new homes. Everybody wants to fix up their house, but in the fix up their homes. The hospitality industry does not afford them the money to actually do that. So we've got in bed with the hospitality industry, where I believe we need to get into manufacturing, light and or heavy. because I think that's what's going to sustain the buildup of the city of Jamestown, bringing back the neighborhoods, fixing our streets. We've got to start producing good things in the city of Jamestown, and we already do, and please don't send hate mail. But one of the things is we've got to have manufacturing jobs that pay decent wage.
The Comedy Center, Reg Lene, the Jackson Center, all very fine buildings, all very fine projects. How much taxes do they pay? None. If we're going to count on the sales tax that we get for 2 weeks in the summer during the Lucy Fest and the Comedy Center week, what about the other 50 weeks? If we are going to pursue tourism, and that's where we're going to get our money, then we have to do the whole area.
Now moderated by WRFA's Jason Sample, questions came from participating media members, WJTN's Terry Frank, myself, and Sample, and the candidates themselves. The whole hour and a half can be viewed right now on demand at WNYNewsNow.com. The forum will be later rebroadcasted by WRFA and WJTN. So certainly was a very informational session last night there. I want to thank everyone so much for joining us here on this Friday. Got to say hello to Wendy. Thanks for joining us. Mackenzie, good to see you as always. Pam, David is here. Joseph is here. Alberta is here. Hopefully everyone, if you haven't gotten a chance to watch the debate, either in part here with the broadcast or in its entirety, please do, because they were asked a lot of really great questions, and I personally want to thank Jason Sample and Terry Frank for putting this together and for allowing WNY News Now to be a part of it. Certainly a great forum where you were able to physically see the candidates and hear from them, and also allowing them to talk to each other as well was quite interesting. So we will, of course, continue our coverage of election 2019 and let everyone know, much more about the candidates as we roll along and on election night as well. Hello to Sue. Thanks so much for tuning in here on the broadcast. Coming up, police in Jamestown have arrested a woman following a stabbing yesterday. The details on that. And later, law enforcement is warning of a new phone scam. Dakota.
Phone scams, here we go again. Here's a live look downtown from the HD News Now cam. Clouds still sucked in, 43 right now with a healthy north breeze of 12, but temperatures rebound over the weekend. We'll talk about it as WNY News Now continues in a minute, so don't move a muscle.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
I've walked my talk. I've brought officials to meet the community. It should be a government by the people, for the people. I've stood alone to represent the citizens of the city for transparency, accountability, and fiscal responsibility. My values haven't changed. I stand for you. Vote November 5th. Liuzzo for mayor.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Hi, my name's Dave Wilfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. Behind me is another dilapidated house in the city of Jamestown. We've got to do as much as we possibly can to knock these buildings down and create livable space for the citizens of Jamestown. We can no longer afford these condemned houses in our neighborhoods. They bring the property values down, they bring crime, and they bring drugs to our communities. We've got to stop that, and in the Wilfong administration, that'll be one of my top priorities. My name's Dave Wilfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. Please vote for me November 5th.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot food, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today. Happening now, a city of Jamestown woman was arrested after police allege she stabbed a male victim in the right bicep yesterday at a house on East 5th Street. Jamestown police report that 24-year-old Katrina Johnson Fontes is charged with second-degree assault and endangering the welfare of a child and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. Police say the alleged assault took place in front of a 5-month-old child. Johnson Fontes was arrested and taken to Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment in the case. And the city of Jamestown man is behind bars after allegedly leading officers on a foot pursuit following a domestic violence fight that happened at a Broadhead Avenue address last night. Jamestown police say that 20-year-old Randall Mesler Jr. jumped out of a window while attempting to escape from officers who were responding to the scene just after 9:30 p.m. Officers said Mesler Jr. led them on a foot pursuit after he was told to stop. Police said they lost the suspect near Broadhead and Prather Avenues. Police say a K-9 officer, Bromber, tracked Mesler Jr. down to a parked car at a nearby church. Police report he then refused to exit the vehicle and resisted arrest. The man was eventually taken into custody and transported to Jamestown City Jail. Now, following an investigation, police say that Mesler Jr. is also accused of being involved in a domestic violence incident at the house on Broadhead Avenue. He faces several charges. And law enforcement in the city of Dunkirk are warning residents of a healthcare phone scam. Listen carefully. Police say callers are asking for personal and membership information of residents' healthcare providers. Now, officers say if residents receive a call to not give out any information. Furthermore, police say if you believe that there are issues with your health care provider, to call them directly instead. And governors from several northeastern states said Thursday they want to work together to regulate vaping and marijuana, including possible regional restrictions on flavored vaping products. Now, Democrat governors from New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania met in New York City with health and legislative officials. Representatives from Massachusetts and Colorado were also on hand for the meeting. Now, earlier this month, a state appeals court temporarily blocked New York from enforcing Governor Andrew Cuomo's 90-day emergency ban on such products after the vaping industry sued to block the regulations. Meanwhile, a new law just took effect in Connecticut that increased the age to 21 for someone to purchase vaping products. Very interesting, and certainly it seems like this vaping issue isn't going to go away. I find it a little ironic, though, that they're pushing so hard for marijuana to be legalized, recreational use of it. Currently in New York, medical marijuana is legal. But they're fighting against vaping as well, both smoking. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Certainly, yeah, there is a health issue. That's what health experts tell us anyways when it regards to vaping. We'll see what happens. I mean, talk is good, I suppose, between those governors. But what about the other governors and the other side of the issue? They weren't included in that talk. Hello to David. He sends the thinking emoji. It seems like lots of thinking's going on. Maybe not so much there. Sue, hello to you. Oh God, my producer's like, be careful where you're going with this. Sorry. Reining me back in, not fun. Happy Friday, it is fun, it should be a good day. Speak your mind, right? That's what life's all about, speak your mind. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he speaks his mind most of the time. He'll tell us what our weather is looking like this weekend. And later on, our Norm Rodriguez with a look at this Sunday's Buffalo Bills game. Fingers crossed, they'll be doing some good things when WNY News Now returns.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Hi, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor for the city of Jamestown. NACO Trucking, the trucks that are behind me, this business is leaving the city of Jamestown and going to the Mason Industrial Park. When the current administration at City Hall was told that they were moving, their response was, we didn't know that they were leaving the city of Jamestown. NACO Trucking went to the Chautauqua County Industrial Agency, went and got financing. They got plans for a new building. We've got to stop businesses from leaving the city of Jamestown. That needs to be our first priority. We don't have shovel-ready sites for this individual to move his business to. That's why people are moving out of the city of Jamestown. In my administration, we're going to be business first, and we're going to know what's going on in the city of Jamestown. Once again, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor, city of Jamestown. Please vote for me November 5th.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Of course, Norm will have much more on this, but all I'm going to say is if the Bills manage to lose against the Dolphins, they just need to go home and call it quits. That's all I'm saying. This was a bad day yesterday for somebody who lives on Foote Avenue. A tree came down on top of their car yesterday morning, and that's a bad day. And what ended up happening here is with all the rain that we've had and the gusty wind yesterday, that could have been just enough to knock some of these trees down with the saturated ground. That's a bad day. But this might even be an even worse day. A tree came down on top of a house on 3rd Street yesterday. Our crew out in the field sent this to us yesterday, and that's just an even bad day. But the good news is none of those, as far as we know of, nobody was injured in either of those, and we have heard of a couple more trees that came down yesterday. And speaking about the rainfall, this is how much rain we've had just over the past 2 days. It's been a soaker. We've had almost 1 inch of rain, exactly 0.90 inches of rain just over the past 2 days. And when you take out the last 2 days and combine the rain total for the rest of the month, we're at 0.96. That's minus the last 2 days. So we've had almost as much rain just in the past 2 days as we've had throughout much of the month of October. So it was definitely a soaker, especially on Wednesday, not so much on Thursday. First Defense Doppler on the live scan, absolutely quiet. The radar deserves a break after it's been, running continuously with all the rain. We can see that north to northwest flow with the clouds streaming in today. So as long as that north to northwest flow continues, don't expect much in the sunshine and don't expect much in the way of warmer temperatures. The cooler temperatures continue with that cooler air aloft. Potential tropical cyclone number 16 is down here in the Gulf of Mexico. This is not a tropical storm yet. When it forms into a tropical storm, it'll be given the name Nestor. And this thing is going to form probably right here in the Gulf of Mexico and then come up toward the southeast U.S. And the good news, this is not forecast to become a hurricane, but this is going to be good news for them with the rain because some parts of the south are currently in a drought situation. So that'll help them with some of the rain. Another frost is coming our way mainly tonight and then early tomorrow. And again, we talked about this during the first weather segment. Frost advisory for Chautauqua County goes in effect midnight tonight until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. The low temperature is 30 in the valleys to 38 near the Lake Erie shoreline. The frost will develop well inland away from the lake, and this will likely end the growing season for Chautauqua County. The growing season's already done in Cattaraugus County, hence the reason why the Weather Service is not issuing any more frost advisories for the season for Cat County. Friday Night Lights game of the week, it's Orchard Park versus Jamestown at Strider Field tonight. Slight revision to the forecast. We don't think it's going to be as chilly throughout the game, but that will be still chilly. 42 down to 39 by the game goes on. Go Red Raiders. There you go. All right, zone forecast, Lake Erie shoreline here. Temperatures almost a carbon copy of yesterday. A little bit warmer maybe here, 52 around Erie. Any sprinkles, maybe a few peaks of sun for the afternoon. Inland here, more stubborn cloud cover here, but maybe a few peaks, mid to upper 40s. Maybe Olean may stay around 40 throughout the day, but with that northwest wind continuing, that's why it'll be cooler. Next 7 days are coming up, and there's your weekend. 62 on Saturday, maybe a spot shower on Sunday. Otherwise, a little bit warmer, 64. Both of those days are above average. A little bit warmer still on Monday, partial sunshine. Maybe a soaking rain potential again next Tuesday with that high of 56 as a cold front moves on through and temperatures become more seasonable for the late next week. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Hi, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. Behind me is the Jamestown Upholstery Building that's been here for many, many years. But it's time for this building to come down and make room for progress in the city of Jamestown. In my administration, I believe we need to knock these buildings down and make room for people to come in and build their own buildings and be successful in the city of Jamestown. How can the city of Jamestown say that they're business friendly when there's no space for businesses to come? I believe in the Wilfong administration, manufacturing has got to come first, and manufacturing should be king. I think we need to make space for industry to come here and be successful. My name's Dave Wolfong. I'm running for mayor, city of Jamestown. Please vote for me November 5th.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Rejoice, sports fans, it is Friday. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Tonight with a 7:05 puck drop, the Jamestown Rebels will play the first game of a 2-game homestand against the Maryland Black Bears. Jamestown is currently in last place in the NAHL's East Division with 6 points, 2 points behind the Black Bears. Tomorrow's game will be the Rebels Halloween game special, where there will be trick-or-treating as well as a costume contest. The Halloween game will also have a 7:05 puck drop. The New York Yankees are now 1 loss away from elimination, falling to a 3-1 hole after losing versus the Houston Astros 8-3 in Game 4 of the 2019 American League Championship Series on Thursday. For the Yanks, Gary Sanchez hit a moonshot and drove in a pair of RBIs. George Springer and Carlos Correa each hit a homer for Houston. Game 5 of the ALCS will be tonight at 7:08, with the Yankees hosting the Astros. James Paxton is tabbed as the Yanks starting pitcher as he will duel with Houston's Justin Verlander. The game will be televised on Fox Sports 1. On Sunday with a 1 o'clock kickoff, the 4-1 Buffalo Bills will be hosting a divisional game versus the 0-5 Miami Dolphins. Buffalo is coming off of their bye week, winning their last game prior to it 14-7 against the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, Miami lost their last game 17-16 versus the Washington Redskins. With a revolving door at quarterback, former Bills QB Ryan Fitzpatrick will be under center for the Dolphins on Sunday. According to ESPN's Power Football Index, Buffalo has more than a 91% chance to win on Sunday. The game will be televised on CBS. That's it for sports today. Justin and Dakota, back to you.
All right, Norm, thank you very much. An event aimed at empowering girls will take place Saturday at the Willow Bay Theater here in downtown Jamestown. Officials with Conduit Ministry says Brave is part of a global organization whose mission is to empower girls and prevent exploitation. The group hopes to gather 400 girls between the ages of 11 and 18 and their caregivers for a day full of food, creative arts, live music, dance, comedy, and an inspiring keynote message by author and speaker Ashley Abercrombie. Now, Abercrombie will tell stories of women and girls who have overcome significant hurdles in their life. Dakota Brave is a collaboration between Conduit Ministries, the Chautauqua Department of Health and Human Services, the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office, and several other groups. The event tomorrow will take place between 9 and 3 p.m. For more information, you can log on to braveglobal.org.
That's a cool thing right there.
Yeah, it is. And happening right above us, actually, in the theater up there.
I think, how many floors above us? About
two floors. Fourth floor. Fourth floor, if you're going to the event. Fourth
because
floor.
we're on the second.
Yes. Come in the door by Fringe. You can use the elevator or the stairs. We have a program here where we're trying to take the stairs more often. Fourth floor. So a really cool event. Hopefully they do some great education with that. Our producers, we have a full list of them on WNYNewsNow.com, but so many local organizations involved in this. We didn't have enough time to read them on the air, but amazing to see the community come together, and hopefully they will have a pretty successul event come tomorrow.
Now, her last name is Abercrombie?
Yes.
I wonder if she's any relation to the people who founded that clothing store in the mall.
Maybe. Probably not.
Yeah.
Abercrombie and Fitch, but maybe not. I don't know. If she is, maybe she'll be handing out T-shirts.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, that's just a thought. Anyway, here's the weekend. So tomorrow we have the frost early in the morning, should give way to lots of sun for the afternoon hours with that southeast wind. And Sunday, 64 degrees. There could be a spot shower, but otherwise a good supply of sunshine with that southerly wind. So, but you know what? This is above average, so don't complain.
Yeah, no, I mean this is kind of feeling like a couple weeks ago here.
Yeah,
summertime almost. I mean, not quite, but. Not
Break out the bathing suits.
Yeah. Hey, it'll feel nice to have the sun, especially after this week.
Yeah, we've had clouds and rain and wind.
It's okay. We don't shoot the messenger. We still love you.
Yeah, that's true. Don't shoot me. I'm just the piano player.
Gotta say hello to Joe. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in here. Wendy, great to see you as always. Hope you have a marvelous weekend. Jeffrey and David as well. If you missed anything we talked about, don't worry. This broadcast loops right here on Facebook Live and on our 24-hour streaming network. We leave you with Chautauqua Lake. It doesn't look too bad out there. A little chilly, but not too bad. The air conditioning was on in our office this morning.
Yeah.
That was.
I wonder who did that.
Yeah, whoopsie. Well, we switch it over to heat, don't worry. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app all weekend long. We're back Monday. Hope to see you too.